A very, very warm good evening. This is Arnav Chaudhary. You are live on my YouTube channel, arunfoot, and it is one of another watch along as the Indian national team in a little while, in a few minutes, actually, in about 5-6 minutes, will take on the national team of Thailand in an international friendly. And let's hope that it is successful as we start with the Indian national team with the anthem, at the stadium. And looking forward to seeing how the Indian team does. Some will say somewhat of surprises as we had to see Subhashish Bose, Udanta, Chingwan Sana sing in the stands. The national anthem is through, and let's quickly go through the lineup. As expected, as I always say, our head coach Manu Marquez with a few different players than what I had suggested yesterday. We have Vishal Keth in goal. We have Ashish Rai on the right, Abhishek Chekcham on the left, Sandesh Jingan captain, and with Anwar Ali at the back. In heart of defense, we have Apu Yaralte and Ayush Chhetri in defensive midfield. We have Ashik Kurunyan, Manveer Singh on the two wings, Liston Kulasu maybe in the middle, and maybe there is going to be some inter-switching, and up front a certain Sunil Chhetri. That means Gurmeet Singh, Amrinder Singh as goalkeepers on the bench, players Rahul Beke, Mehtab Singh, Suresh Wangjam, Roshan Naurem, Udanta Kumam, Brandon Fernandez, Lalinzwala Changte, Suhail Ahmed Bhatt, Nikhil Prabhu, and Boris Thangjam on the bench. So an interesting lineup, which I feel, I don't know what you guys think, as we go into this game. India playing in their orange away kit, Thailand playing in a traditional darker shade of blue, and Masatada Ishii has also put in an interesting starting lineup for Thailand for this encounter. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how India tries to play in this game and tries to counter the threats of the Thailand national team. I said once again, Sandesh Jingan today as captain, and Tham Ping Woon is the match referee in this encounter. So I'm looking forward to this one. Yesterday I was saying I wasn't too convinced, but now, yes, there is some interest in the game, and we know that in Asia, of course, fans often come a little later. The Thai broadcast is saying that we're going to play a 4-4-2. Interesting to say that Ayush Chhetri in the middle, Liston and Manveer on the wings, and Ashik Kurunyan as a second striker to Sunil Chhetri. So it'll be interesting to see how we play that. But yeah, it will be interesting, as I say, and looking forward to this one. Let me know your thoughts, your what you feel about the game, what you think about the game. And as I always like to say, if you like what you're hearing, do leave a like, do leave a share as well. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, we're slowly closing in on the 2,600 mark. We're 2,592 at the moment. And also do, as I like to say, watch the shorter videos that I try and make on a regular basis. Earlier today, I did a video on the brown ballers ahead of their participation in the TST 7v7. That's going to happen in an hour. So that's going to be something that I'll also be looking up in parallel. That will happen, because in that one, the Brown Ballers FC will take on West Ham United of the English Premier League. And one of the players who's representing West Ham United is a certain Rahul KP. So an Indian national team player who's not in the squad currently, and on the other side, players of Indian origin. I think that's an interesting one that we all should keep an eye on. So I'm looking forward to that one, guys. And yeah, let's see what those guys are able to do. I said I'm looking forward to that one, and let's see what we can do in that game. So we have kickoff in Thailand. India kickoff. India is playing from right to left, and you know, so that's something that can be seen. Hi XYZ, push there from Liston. And you say, look at the amount of sponsors in Thai jersey and even training kits. Yeah, XYZ, Thailand has been having these number of sponsors now for years, I would say. And it isn't something extraordinary, I would say. India intercept the ball. Out to Liston on the wing. Ayush plays it to Apuya. Across to Ashish Rai. Tries to get spot his man, but loses the ball. And Thailand have the ball now. India intercept, but that ball's going to go out. Throw in for Thailand. Yeah. And yeah, this is not a new phenomenon with the Thais, right? If you look at the Thai national team and the amount of sponsors that they've had over the years, this is not a new phenomenon, right? So that's been there. It's if you look at the ASEAN tournaments, foul there from Abhishek Thekcham. Now has to get back into a defensive position. The Thais for the first time, trying to combine. Played wide to the left. Intercepted by the Indians. And a long ball forward for Ashik. Looks really like Manolo has gone 4-4-2. So the Thais have had those Bellini sponsors on their jerseys, so therefore that's something which is there, and therefore that is something. Free kick for India that was given as a foul on Ashik. So maybe Manolo has gone back to a 4-4-2. Let's see. Liston Colasso with the free kick. That was a wasted one. Can the Thais avoid a corner? Yeah. And it's not actually, it's a goal kick. Few key Thai players missing. Yes, they're missing a few of their overseas Thai players and others due to injury as well, or they're resting a few. So Thailand is not playing with their best 11, which, you know, where we could speak about. Liston Colasso just tries it. Abhishek Thekcham. Yeah, that's offside against India. So Thailand not playing with the best possible team. That's a fact, but I guess that's something which always happens. So therefore, we will be interesting to see. Marco Ballani, of course, a new one to join the team at the back. Marco Ballani, of course, doesn't sound very Thai to you or to me. As India tried to combine, again, Ashish Rai clears the ball. So good to see. Goku asking for a link. Indian football YouTube is also streaming. No, it's not. Goku, I don't have a link per se. It's actually been shown on a platform here in Germany. That's the Thais combining dangerously in the Indian box, but cleared. Of an offside given. So that's that. 1 second, let me just check if Thailand is actually streaming it on their platform. No, Thailand is not streaming. There's a platform called BG Sports, which is streaming in. But it seems like they're only streaming it in Thailand. So in India, if you want to watch the match, you will have to watch it via fan code. That's a long ball, no danger for the Indian goal. And there we see the Thai fans supporting their team. As India play a long ball forward. And then let's see. It's what it says. Thai players very fast and very intense. Indian players are very rattled. I wouldn't say they're rattled, but it is a style of football that you have in Southeast Asia, which is different to how you play football in other parts of the continent. And to me, that is something that we'll have to cope with today. I think that's the challenge for the Indian national team. And if you cope with the way that Thailand is going to try and build up and play long ball from the Thais, looking for the winger. Tasa cleared. But there's a man down. Thailand continued to play. And that's a goal for Thailand. Ben Davis with an early goal for Thailand in the 8th minute. Combine nicely. Again, a man down. Who is that? Who's down? Looks like Apuya to me. And Ben Davis, the man with the number 10, with the goal. Play shot. And there we concede very, very early. Manolo team selection is so weird. Honestly, I don't know. Again, I think to me, again, Ayush Chetri, he's got a lot of trust in the player. Long ball forward. Can Manvir keep the ball in? No, he can't. To me, Anwar doesn't play over Rahul Beke, and again, Abhishek is playing okay. We spoke about Roshan Naurem yesterday. Shubhashis Bose is not there in the squad, on the matchday squad. Do we concede already goal? India is not a match. Expect a pounding from Thailand. I hope not, but let's see. This is not good news, and Thailand can be very fast on the counter. Anwar Ali has to be, oh my God, Anwar Ali is just standing there, and that, is going to be a corner. He's very, very lucky. If he doesn't touch the ball and touches the man, could be a red card. Fast counter-attack from the Thais. Indian does get to it, and if he has to stay on his feet. Marshall says, funny where we have come in the name of development, really have come far. Marshall, that's one of the hard facts. I remember we used to talk about this, was it 2 years ago? And that's the problem. opening up our defense too easily. Very, very true. Corner for Thailand. Looks like danger, cleared by Sandesh. And that's a foul on Ashik, I think. Or was it on Liston? Kakana Kamyok. Yeah, on Liston Colasso holds the man. Denies India the chance of a counter. These words, Ashwar, are very, very true. And I find also very, very disturbing that we are worried these days when India plays such a game. Another foul, and that's going to be a card this time, I think. Marco Ballini set to get, is he going to get a talking? No, he gets a talking to from the ref. Yeah, Ashik is causing them some problems. That's maybe a good sign. Bologna born Ballini, 26 years old. And Davis with the only goal so far. Manolo Marquez, yeah, cannot be happy. ₹25 saved today now. XYZ, yeah. You know what? If you say, oh God, Apu, you're bad. The problem is if everyone thinks that you're saying that's if it's a bad investment or not. I think we need to support Indian football. But will you not be one of the first ones to cry that no one's going to be showing matches in the future of the Indian national team? And this is what I would say to everyone who's saying today, oh, you know what, I don't want to spend money. I'm looking for some illegal stream here or there. No, guys, you need to support it. If we want Indian football to be shown, if we want Indian football to move forward, again, Thailand will keep that one in. That's an important thing, guys. The back four is so horrendous. Yes, and that could be. Ooh. I don't think the back four is horrendous. So far, Sandesh is keeping us in the game. Just clear the ball, man. Silly mistakes. Yeah, these are not. Yes, these are silly mistakes, but why are they happening? Because we are under pressure, right? We are put under pressure, and therefore that's something that I'm seeing. I don't Manolo's allergy from ball, especially Roshan. Who knows? Thailand puts it into the box. Cleared. But Thailand playing, but that's given as a handball, I guess. Yeah. Abhishek is a left back when you have Roshan and Bose. Ishan Bose is not in the squad. So I don't know, but yeah, that's the thing. But again, Ayush playing while Suresh is on the bench. Even Nikhil Prabhu. I don't know. Is he trying to figure out something of a more of a playing holding midfielder? See that Chetri press, Thailand kick it out of play under pressure. Again, and they're used to that pressure, right? I mean, these guys are different. And then you see the origin players. See Ballini, look at the height, Italian centre back, no nonsense. He knows when to do what. And then you see, Ashish Rai putting his keeper under problems. Oh! Vishal Kate, very lucky there. That's what we don't notice, and that's why sadly still him. Yeah. I don't understand why a player struggles so much in initial minutes of either half, same mistakes for the last 5-6 years. I would Vishal Kate, very lucky there. And look at how the Thai keeper clears. Yeah. Because I think, I don't know, are we focused? I don't know. National team never disappoints, says Yashraj. I think he has gone from Abhishek. pace, but Roshan is not the fastest either. Yeah, but I think if I want to build, Ayush loses the ball. I think Roshan is someone that one should try. Centre back origin play stands out both literally and metaphorically. Yes, Italian origin, Italian father, Thai mother. Your exact timestamp. 15 minutes now. 15:01, 15:02, 15:03. Look at the list. Yeah. So that's the problem, right? We are struggling with the basics, and that worries me. If I see such a game like this today, where we need to do more, where we need to be better in what we're doing in international football, and and the topic of origin players. I will certainly raise this topic again. Well, that's one of the things that I see tonight is automatically origin players. Ben Davis, just class, and Vishal Keth with another blunder, right? Lucky again not to concede, and therefore that's going to be my question here: is where is the logic behind doing things? I think, as I've said, I don't bother too much about the result today, but on the other side, I do bother about how are we going to play, and let's see. And if I see a Benjamin James Davis, that's his full name, so half English, half Thai. He's a citizen of the United Kingdom, Thailand, Singapore, but plays for Thailand. Has been with the Fulham Academy and Fulham Reserves, so that shows you that boy has a certain class, and that's going to be a big problem for us. Long ball forward. Sandesh is waiting for his keeper to come out, and Vishal Keth doesn't come out. Again, very bad goalkeeping. Another disappointing performance till now. Yeah. Whenever I pay to watch, we lose. Hannibal, so you are the problem, huh? I hope not. Abhishek is good, but he was the backup option for Lumdeng in Punjab. He was good then too, but just because he suddenly shined, all fans want him, and even national team coach picks him as first choice issue. Yeah. Isn't that been a problem now with Manolo, and was it not with to some extent also with Steamach, that they were picking players into the squad and then also in the sort of sometimes starting 11 as if the fans were demanding it? It's I have too many players on this field who are they starting 11 players? Are they even players? I don't know. And it looks like he's trying to play a 4-4-2 or a 4-4-1-1 maybe. Yeah, and we're too open. And look at Balini, just the height. It's a good cross in. It's another attempt. Wide, just wide. Koravic. Lucky there for India. Koravic Thasa. Wangthong United player. Not good. At the moment, not good what we're playing. Good finish. Yeah, exactly. Where is Brandon, Mahesh, Edmund, 6 players who was a big quota system? Kudos to Manolo. Guardiola, and it's funny now, quota system this way or that way, the question is, wasn't he supposed to be a quota system for the players from FC Goa? Oh, and Liston loses the ball, and Thailand will clear it for a... You're right, I don't even see the logic behind this 11-0 system. Ishan, that's my comment and problem. Someone remind Vishal, it's an international match. Ayush, he's not good enough for international football. Sorry, I've said this and I keep, Please someone kick out Keth and Ayush, says Tuhin. What a joke this national team has become after 20 minutes of gameplay. We used to dominate them back. Shame. Yeah. Forget domination, right? But we used to compete. we're not competing at this moment in time. That's my concern. I like Ashik in national team. Many of our players chicken out and go into the shell. Ashik is always confident, though he lacks good decision making. Ishan, that's the thing I think that we've had over the years with someone like Ashik. I think other players to mention would be most probably Holichar and Nazri. Even Sumit Pasi that Stephen used to like to play. Those guys at least tried, right? And this is look at Ayush, is good, but with this little experience starting in a 2 mid besides Apuya fumbling every day, Thapa in club was a flop. But if Ayush is starting first 11 in a flat form, it fit well. Ashwar, I agree, and that's the problem, right? Don't forget, what is Sandesh Jingan now doing? Ooh, and where was Vishal Kate going? I mean, recent. Yeah. But my thing is with Ayush, if you look at in FC Goa, he's got Carl McHugh next to him, right? And that's the difference. That he most probably looks better when he plays ISL than he does. India will allow this to go in for a corner. No, sorry, for a goal kick. Whenever this team we cannot do anything. We cannot even defend a throw-in. Looks very disturbing. XYZ, I can't agree more with you at this moment in time. We are not playing well at all. Very worrying what we're seeing. And at the moment, it's interesting to see also Manolo leaving his preferred 4-2-3-1 system, trying to do something different with this team, with this squad. Ayush takes too much time and is then blocked. Should have played first time to Manveer. Hi Roshan, you should be a commentator of this match. Thank you. Does the coaches have free hand on team selection? Yes, Guardiola, he does. Says, so should we bring Gurpreet back with anyone else in your mind? No, Ayush. Gurpreet. Huh? I mean, this team is just, I don't think Abhishek loses the ball, wins it at least back. The ball out. No, won't go to Liston. Thailand's going to win it back. Yeah, this is the 50-50s. The 50-50s are the ones that you need to win. And look, the Thais don't put their own goalkeeper under pressure. India have the ball back. Ayush. Yeah, that's a foul. People asking why Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, why Nazari, why Rahul, and here's why. Basha, very well said. Yeah, very well said. And I'd even assume it Pasi to it, right? And remember the memes and the fun that used to be made about Stephen used to play the player. I mean, even and Antonio Habas rates the guy at Intercash. Simple. Pasha's answer to us is we need someone else, but right now, no, we don't have anyone. Yes. And that's a good chance for India. Header from the free kick from none other than Sunil Chhetri. Liston, good ball into the box, flicked on by Sunil. Flying save by the Thailand number 1. Come on. At least the first attempt from India in this game. But yeah, Gurpreet is our best option, period. I don't have any other options. Gurpreet we need in Hong Kong game. Generally, I don't think Gurpreet will come back. Don't see that except if there are injuries. That's a chance for Thailand. Oh, Sandesh very slow on the move. Thailand play back. That's a good attempt, blocked by India. First decent chance and is still so. Ayush, that's why I've said when people were not wanting to listen to me, that we need Sunil. The way Sunil played last season, Sunil is our best bet, our best hope. If, again, everything else we can discuss, but Sunil being in and out is not. Oh, nice attempt. Yep. What a save by keeper Thailand. Generally, it looks more spectacular than it is. It's normally because he's going to be a little shorter than a keeper in Europe. It looks spectacular. Ball out to Liston. Let's see if Liston can do now something with this. We're in the 25th minute. That's a good ball in. Manveer with the ball in the Thai box, plays it backwards. That's a bad pass to Ashish, but Manveer has to keep the ball out of play. What was that? Is it certain that Mano will leave his job at the national team to rejoin FC Goa? Guardiola, that's what I'm hearing. I think on the 11th or 12th of this month, that was an excellent clearance in front of Ashish. Sunil wants to buy a penalty. That's not. That Manolo will go back to FC Goa. That's what I've heard. Apoya, the difference so far. Yeah, he's holding it together or trying to hold it together in defensive midfield. Damn, why is Manveer so slow once he comes to the national team? It's a very valid question. Not only slow, but we just saw that ball there, which just, rolls over towards the keeper. I don't know. Do the foreigners around these players make their confidence go to a different level? Is it an effect like we saw with Bangladesh with Hamza being there? Thailand on the counter, plays it nicely. That's a chance. Ben Davis, and stopped by 4 Indian players. Yeah, Ayush loses the ball again. Back with Thailand. Ben Davis, and that's a lovely curler for Thailand from their number 11, Arvirai. Poramet Arvirai, who plays for Jubilo Iwata in the J League. He's on loan with Jubilo Iwata. Poramet written on his back. Good opportunity for Thailand. Apoya, Sunil and Ashik are the only 3 people who can match this intensity. Seen it enough times now. It's the intensity, and to me it's also this class, right? That's something which I realize that we have, and it's something of an issue, I would say, with these kind of matches. Can we really challenge other teams? So to me, that's always something very, very important, and that's a challenge. What a pass from Manveer to Thailand. What's going on? Yeah, another howler from Manveer. Says Ishan, say your opinion about Manveer playing in National 4 years, still can't pass. If he was 2 inches shorter, he would not even be in the bench. Ayush, yeah, but even if he's 2 inches shorter, where are our options would be my question, right? So my point is very simple. Where are the options for the Indian national team? Players who could come in. Manveer out, Changten should be the first change halftime. Yeah, Ishan, maybe that, or maybe Ayush out and Sureshan, right? So sorry to say, but don't know why Manveer always seems struggling in blue jersey. Yeah, go, you have a point. All of you have a point on this. I don't know when was the last time that Manveer actually made a positive impact. I think that's the whole point here. Yeah. So, which VPN to use? Oh, gee, I don't know which VPN to use. There are multiple. I mean, any VPN works as long as you can get your VPN to get you to Thailand, so to say, and then you can watch it on the Thai platforms if you're not willing to spend, as I've been told, 25 euros on fan code. 25 euros, I'm saying 25 rupees on fan code for this so far. So therefore, yeah, it's not getting better at this moment in time. Yeah, Thailand showing midfield is horrible. Midfield is non-existent except Apoya, I would say. That's the thing. That's the thing. One of our big problems, and therefore, if we're playing a 4-4-2, you need one creative, capable playing player and that is Apuya in my opinion. And then you need to have someone who's sort of more destructive, and so this is not even full-fledged Thailand team, says Genrer. Yes, Genrer, that's also a fact at this moment in time, that this is a team which is not the best, so to say, in the world, and yeah, so that's a challenge, and to me, I don't know if we're going to figure out how to play better, how to figure out how to do this. Vashwa says now that the options are being shot down early. Ronnie Wilson, I-League best centre back, and Nauba Mita consistent right wing and former U20 national, both 21 not in U20s, while state league players are in. Yeah, again the question is how the coaches perceive it to be, and how they think of forming their squad. We always struggle in a two-man midfield. We don't have to always. I think we've been used, if we're playing a 4-4-2 or a 4-4-1-1, which again, with Ashik a little behind Sunil sometimes. To me, that's the big question: is how do we do it the best way? Abhijit is saying, "Come on, Thailand." I was surprised because we have conceded early goal. No, Murali, conceding an early goal can happen. Let's put it this way: should not happen, can happen, and to me, that is something which happens in football. But again, the way, to me, is the way we are playing. That is my concern, and therefore we are stuck where we are at this moment in time. But again, the hope is always there that something or the other comes up. So therefore, let's wait and see what happens. Hope at least India will play a draw. Yeah, let's hope so. Let's see. We used to play two-man mid with Rowland and Thapa. Teams found it tough to break us. That's very true. Very, very true. And that's the question of what can we do to change that. Yeah, and we're losing the ball. So it's about the combo Ayush, New Young, Apuya, proper defensive midfielder. Apuya to me is a good defensive midfielder, but my point is that Apuya actually is not only that, but Apuya is also someone who can be a little bit creative if you give him the chance. So the question to me is, what is the best sort of position to utilize the skills of an Apuya? So therefore, I would try and combine Apuya with a more destructive player. That is to me a Suresh. You've got Nikhil Prabhu in the squad. You have theoretically, other players as well as option. Is there the Mannschaft games coming up? Yes, tonight, Abhijit. UEFA Nations League semi-final in Munich between Germany and Portugal. So Germany play tonight. What is 6 by list now? Are you even watching or just reading comments? No, I'm trying to watch and read your comments, but sometimes I'm actually more engrossed by your comments than actually watching. Now, Liston Colasso maybe with a chance for a counter. He meets his man. Liston Colasso in the box. Liston Colasso in the middle. And who was that? Ashik? Yeah, Ashik Kurunian with a chance for India. And intercepted. Thailand dominated India. Do you agree? Still needs to go. Murali, yes, they have more of the ball. They have more control of the game. So yes, Thailand is controlling the play. So that's a reality at this time. of this game. Aren't you going, say, to Thomas Müller? Thomas Müller is not going to be at the game today. And so to me, no, I'm not going. Good evening, Fafo. Can we expect happy ending for Team India in Bangkok? First of all, we're not in Bangkok, so no, there will be no happy ending in Bangkok. Let's see. At the moment, it looks rather a bad ending for India. Yeah. So still Thailand in charge, Thailand in control. At this time, 36, 37 minutes now played. Bangladesh was Bhutan. Famidul playing on the flanks with Jamal and Hamza, both in midfield. Bangladesh football fans are crazy in the stadium. It will be difficult for us when we play away. Shumulo, let us think about June before we go think about later in the year against Bangladesh. Okay, we're slowly going there. Okay, Aditya, hi, welcome back. Yeah, India needs to do more. India just needs to do more. Ashik with the world-class finish. Oh, wait, says that. At least he got a chance. Again, you know, I would go to that extent. But let's see. Manvir ka drama chalo ho gaya. Never saw him struggle like this in Mohun. He had phases. Again, I think, you know, in these kind of situations, we are sometimes a little bit too optimistic. Long ball, clearance by the keeper ahead of Ashik. So therefore, that's something which is there. Can we say friendly are good to test team overall adaptability, but real tournament like this is different piece? Yes, of course, Mullah, I've said this multiple times. A friendly is a friendly, and a qualifier, starting with a qualifier before we even get to the point of and that was Manvir. And then, of course, the final tournament. Oh, Manvir seems to be in pain. Malini, really impressive. Off-ball movement is pretty laggy and lazy from our side. They need more match awareness. Yeah, Shumit, well analyzed, but where is that going to come from would be my question. Where can that come from also would be my question, because I don't think we're in a situation, you know, where we can play the way we want to. So therefore, that's a reality of things. If I and you or any one of us likes it or not, and therefore that's where we are at this moment in time. Huh? And Thailand hasn't done much as well in the last few minutes. We've kept it. Is Singapore playing today or anyone before India game? How many Thai PIO today? Abhijit, I know about 3 Thai PIOs. Marco Ballini, Ben Davis, and who was the third one? There was a third one, I think. There was a third one who was third one who's so that's that. And Singapore is also playing. Please everyone teach these players how to controlling a ball, says Yashraj. Last 2 games for Manolo. Yeah, looks like it. A Thailand was World Cup player. No, right. I don't know about a Thai player who was world class. They're trying to keep it together at the back. Sandesh, Ashish, plays it to Manvir. Ashish, nice back, but Manvir won't be able to get to us. How good is Ashik as a player? I like his attacking intent, is saying Murali. Ashik is good, but again, the final product is missing. So that's that. Hamza scored his first international goal with a towering header from corner just now. Oh, respect. Piston plays it to Abhishek. Can he keep it in? Yeah, at least wins a corner for India. Abhishek Thekcham. Who can come in place of Sandesh? Man, he is bad. I mean, Sandesh is the best centre back in that combination, right? He's trying to keep it together, and then when he tries to keep it together, he fumbles. Right? Sandesh and Rahul Beke to me are the best option. And that's a wasted corner for India. XYZ also says Hamza scores. I guess Dhaka is going crazy with Hamza Chaudhary scoring his first ever goal for Bangladesh. Yeah, it's a topic, right? It's a topic that will cross our minds. Couple of reminders, those of you who are watching, if you haven't, you're liking the conversation, leave a like, share with others to join our conversations here, especially this watch along. And yeah, those of you who might be watching and haven't, do subscribe. We're at 2,593. Thank you very much. So we're slowly growing towards the 2,600 mark. Let's keep on growing this community. Oh, miss pass. Now chance maybe for India. Ball for Sunil. Sunil, I can't beat his marker. Liston. Apuya, Ayush. Ashik, Apuya, Ayush. Out to Ashish Rai. That's a good chance. Sunil Chetri doesn't get to it. And he's taken a man down now. And Thailand maybe now trying to break. Blocked by India. Ashik with a shot. Earns India a corner at least. Palini with the clearance. Marco Balini, who plays for BG Pathum United. Very important clearance from Songwood ahead of Sunil. Songwood Krai Kruan. Defender from Wangtong United. Nicolaso, better corner, doesn't get to Sandesh. Ayush can't control it. Abhishek is going to take a long term. Ayush! No, sorry, Ayush. Abhishek. Sorry. Not a. Yeah, the youngster with a long attempt, finally. That's not. Yeah, ball turns away and the keeper had it covered. Do you think role government in terms of development in India or other parts of the world is different? In China, they pick child at 5 years based on its strength and weak. They pick sports. Morally, the government in India is not supporting, there are multiple issues. Dada passing needs to be better enough here, have low confidence inside box. Yeah, but Thailand is defending also well. Now maybe a chance. Mr. Nicolaso, can he beat his marker? No, he can't. And Thailand avoids a corner. Abhishek Thecham whiskers away. See, we need this kind of quality. Yeah. At least he tried. Sunil having average game till now. Sunil is the man up front who's causing problems to the Thai defenders. That's a good cross, but no one's going to get to it because Manvir, and Shetri. India can still win this, says Zidane. Okay. Let's see. At least India will need to score a goal first to be able to stay in the game, I would say. As Thailand control proceedings, 44 minutes played. Thailand control. Long ball forward, that's Sandesh. Oh, Anwar Ali loses the ball, gets it back. Lucky there. Ashik causing problems to Balini. Ashik doing very well. Ball doesn't get to Sunil. Yes, we can still win if we score a goal first. Yeah, very philosophical here on Rare. Abhishek been the best player till now, isn't he? No, he's not. He's lost quite a few duels at the back. बोलता है कहाँ देता है भाई. This is what Zizan says. Vishal not gonna work. Abhijit, I've said this and I'll say this again. Vishal Kate is number one is the problem. Ben Davis. Sandesh going down, doesn't allow him, but ball in the middle and miscued. Purachat and Tatasa who are unable to get it goalwards. But this also shows you one thing. Thailand with their own set of problems in finishing. Manvir not bad, Abhishek not bad. Okay. Oh, Thailand trying to. Is Thailand league better than ISL? Yes, I would think so. Thailand का energy खत्म है भाई. इंडिया को महसूस नहीं हो रहा है क्या? Siddhan, they can run for 90 minutes. Who says that the energy levels are going to drop? I don't know. I don't know where you get that from. Manolo doesn't look happy. And the stadium is filled up quite well. India combining. Ball back to the keeper. Anwar. Singan. Ashik. Ashik tries it, but yeah, that's not going to go. Listen. Any youngsters impressed? No, none. These so-called superstars really shameful. Yeah. Who's been the better players from our opponent's side? Who's been bad? Not counting Washa, my boy born this way. Honestly, don't know. If you ask me, I wouldn't be able to tell you which one is the right one. I remember South Korea player Park Yun Son, Thailand's person. Yeah, still he is, if you ask me. Great player at Tottenham and for Thailand, South Korea, sorry. Inside box we need to get there. Thailand played and drew against the Saudi last year. Yeah, they are capable. Roshan needs to bring in second half, says Gendre. Doesn't matter more, it's football, not math exams, says Siddhan. We create one clear chance in whole game and ruin it too. He says, hi Kumar. Yeah. Right, and we have halftime. What's the feeling at this moment in time? Most probably it's going as unexpected lines, I would say. Not doing too well. And simply India again missed easy chances. Where did we miss easy chances? Tell me one easy chance, Kiran. One easy chance. Except maybe that Ashik Kurunian where he couldn't contact, but even that is not an easy chance. Let's score. Not bad game, says Zidane. Last 10 minutes were good. Yeah, last 10 minutes were better. What's your take? Complete first half. We were struggling. Let's put it this way. We were struggling. Initially, Thailand utilized that, and Thailand the better team. And yeah, to me is we're not good enough at this moment in time. I think we have to be honest at that. This is sad reality of where we are, where we stand at this moment also. Disappointed to see that, and we have to, as I said, we have to do much better. The next Ronaldo, no one misses open goal like him. Six was that distant chance was easy one. Yeah, but maybe one will go to my jet distance always misses as it was at what's not today's German to get 2 kidneys. Avijit, I don't know. No, you don't need 2 kidneys. India created few chances in last 12-15 minutes. Yes, they did create, but most of them were half chances. So to me, Thailand had 2-3 solid chances, in my opinion, and that makes a huge difference. And yeah, Manvir and Ayush out. 6 was it. Our footballers need to learn many things. Man, a national team is not football class, but a stage to perform. Sinan, that we need to learn. That we need to also accept that our team has certain qualities or lacks certain qualities. I think that's the real problem at this moment in time, and we're not, to me, that's the challenge, and so therefore that's the reality. To me, yeah, it's just, I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but we've just not been good enough, so to say. What is AIFF doing? Apuya needs Tangri or a Prabhu besides him. Yeah, Tangri Prabhu, yeah, two potential options. I agree to that. Even a Suresh, I'm just looking at who's in the squad, and to me, we need to utilize what we have in the squad, and from that perspective, that's it. When India beat Thailand, AFC and Thailand surprised, we play or both are equal. Well, we had an exceptional game against Thailand. Let's be very, very, I was there in Abu Dhabi that day. That second half was exceptional. That was one of the best halves that I have seen over the years. So therefore, these are all realities, and for me, that's also a reality of things, that how we play, and so therefore that's a difficult one, but yeah, we need to do better. Meghalaya CM send U19 boys to France for training. Yeah, those things are nice to do, but are they really going to improve Indian football? I don't know. I never expect haters from a low-ranked team, says Zidane. Hamza Choris for Bangladesh against Bhutan. Yeah, first ever goal. Another import hurricane for India. Yeah, Zidane not happening, as all we know if you know the rules of football. And therefore, we'll continue to talk about these things. The thing that is just haunting me is we're doing everything, but half the press is half, the attack is half, and so is the defense. We need to commit to a style of play, then come what may. I don't think we need to commit to a style of play. We need to be practical with the players we have. That system that you are talking about is going to be fitting to our style of play, and that is something which we need to recognize at some stage, that we're talking a lot about style of play, but to me, style of play is a bonus if you have the freedom to do what is needed, right? And therefore that's a reality of things. Do you ever feel certain people didn't get proper respect, especially constant? Yeah, Murali, but that's life, isn't it? How are you seeing in the upcoming years? Are they going to lift trophy? Murali, I don't know. They could. Thomas Tuchel is a good coach. Not sure if they're going to win anything, but yeah, I don't see them. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what they can do or not do. Yeah, disappointing, I'd say. I mean, last few minutes maybe were encouraging on the other side that we were trying to play football. But it's it needs more, right? It needs more from the team, and it is something was or is missing. Yeah, this football struggle is every day. The day we start losing is the day we become poor in a highly competitive game. Zidane, we're losing. Well, yeah. So Abhishek Singh was good. No, he wasn't, Saurabh. He was good going forward. He was having his issues going backwards. And he's a left back. He's not an attacking player. That chance was great, but he's a left back first. And he's been out of position I don't know how many times. So therefore, he was not even good. Liston missed chances. Yeah. Why do you think Southgate got so much hate? Because if you look at the talent of England and the way Southgate played, really makes no sense with the talent that he had at his disposal. So why were not even trying something like Swear in striking position rather than putting Sunil even in friendlies? SKN, very simply, because we should realize that an Ayush Chhetri is not a starter for India. And Abhishek is not a starter for India. And Suhail Bhatt shouldn't be even in the national team. Right? Why risk something? Yeah, risk something. Bring on someone that makes sense, in my opinion. Football is a high physically demanding game. Does AIFF for scouting people not understand this, or are they not able to find those type of players with height, power, and stamina and physicality? Zidane, where will you find those? How will you find those? This is the level of our football. I mean, we don't need to kid ourselves. If you're thinking that, they're not finding the players, I always say if there is an exceptional Indian footballer somewhere in the world, we would have found that player. Let's be honest about it, right? So this is our problem at this moment in time, right? And at this moment in time, we don't have anything better than this. Our best player in first half, it's between Apuya and Ashik, I would say. Agreed, but then don't press like four players are pressing the midfielder. One is pressing, one isn't. Boom, there's a huge space in the middle. They exploit the space in the goal. Or goals are scored because you make mistakes, right? So therefore, in this good example, we are making mistakes, and therefore, Thailand is scoring, right? So therefore, for me, these things are very, very, sadly, very, very normal. Pujan says, hi Pujan, players have to show much more intent on how the body language doesn't seem that positive these days. I don't know why that hunger is lost somewhere. Back in the days, players showed more intent. Yeah, but listen, we've been speaking about this, Pujan, for years. That now for 2 years, I feel, since the SAF triumph in Bangalore in July 2023, since then, there seems to be something is lost in this team. And I don't know if, how, and when, it will change for us. That's the concern, I would say. That's a concern, and we're not getting better. My big concern is things are happening, but yeah, we're not getting anywhere, right? And that's why Pranay Kotal were national team. PS Pranay was good in that phase 2016 team, but before and after was pathetic. Not justify that. Yeah, but you need those kind of players. We need mentality players, and I think we don't. We are going for players where we think they're skillful, they're talented, they're this, they're that. I need players who are gonna be able to fight it out for us, right? So therefore, for me, that's very, very important, and we're lacking in that, and lacking massively in that, I would say, and so this is something which is, one will have to see how that changes, right, for us in some sort of one way. Meanwhile, it's 3:30 p.m. here in Germany, 9:30 a.m. in the US at the Waukesha Soccer Park in Cary, North Carolina. West Ham United with Rahul KP will take on the Brown Bowlers FC. So looking forward to that one. Let's see what happens in that game. We need players who are personally having that mentality to fight it till the end. Zidane, find those players. To me, that's the question. That's the question. Find those players. Who are those players? Name me those players. We are going for stylish players. Grassroots is for future. Now we need mentality, like you said, that Anas and Jingan two-man goal line save versus Kyrgyzstan when Gurpreet Singh Sandhu was beaten is still fresh in mind. Yeah, that's the point, Pashwa. We are going for players who we think can win us games in style. I need mentality monsters. And this mentality, Abhishek Singh has been okay so far, considering these are his early days with the national team. Pujan, he doesn't start for me. He's not a national team starter. He might be lurking around somewhere, but he doesn't start. So that's, sorry, doesn't make the cut in my name. And that's part of the problem at the moment with those players who are around, that we've got too many of the players around who, in my opinion, don't really start. Pranay's aura used to defeat the opponent before the match started, says Hannibal. Yeah, some smaller teams, yes, but the bigger teams used to at least give them a fight, right? Chankta should be there in second half, Setavish. I think so as well. How can you miss one-on-one? This is our Indian national team players. We pay transfer fees for these players, no replacement strikers. Change the entire team and bring you 21 fresh. You think that you 21 fresh players are going to be of better quality? Yeah. We will see our under 23s in 2 weeks' time, right? And then we can talk about it, right? Manvi takes ball forward, but he doesn't have pace that Chunk they have. Yeah, potentially he has or doesn't have. It's always a question of how you see it, how you do it. Yeah. And interesting to see how India changes things at the break, if we change things or not. And meanwhile, second half is going to start. Yes, sort of it is. Meanwhile, we have the kickoff between West Ham United and Brown Bowlers FC. And let's see what they do. Oh, and that one. Oh, good chance for West Ham in the first minute itself. And Rahul KP is directly in the mix in that one. Let's hope is what sort of saying. Yeah, I think hope is one of the few things which is left for us, right? So I guess that's a reality of things as we have kickoff in the second 45. A reminder, those of you who are liking things here, do leave a like behind. And share it with other people. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And thanks as always for your support. I was a bit confused to express my feelings, was saying, no, Gurpreet is far better than anyone else. Yeah, Jadawala, we've had this conversation on this channel at least multiple times over the years. And to me, that is something which I would say is a fact, that Gurpreet Singh Sandhu is still at the moment our best goalkeepers, even with his mistakes. And Whenever these days I don't get disappointed by results because I have no expectations. I watch only to love for football and to see things which are set by AIFF that are actually working even 1%. Sumit, I know what you mean, and I somewhat feel the same as well. Very worried, to be very honest, about those things. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what can and what will change. Something has to change. Chunk has to play from right. He should be brought immediately. Manvi is lacking that trust we need against a team like Thailand standing today. So yeah, standing today, missing balls, and those kind of issues. Rahul KP, meanwhile, losing the ball. against Brown Ballers FC. So let's see what happens there. Oh, first opportunity for Brown Ballers in the 3rd minute. Yes, I don't know. I really don't know where we can go from this with these players. It's very difficult, I feel, but I might be wrong. But that's my gut feeling at the moment. That that we haven't been able to turn things around. How do you see and analyze Rahul Keeper's? I think again, there are two things to say about this. In my opinion, on one side, it is clearly a marketing thing. Let's be very clear about it. I think if we say anything else, that would be a lie. But for an Indian player to get a chance at that level, I think is good, right? So a player from Kerala is always going to be good in sevens. Rahul KP is a good sevens player, so therefore for me, it's not a bad thing to see. So therefore for me, yeah, I would say that at least. But yeah, let's see what Rahul KP can do or not do in such a match. Of course, West Ham have got some ex-pros in there as well, so it's a good experience for him. It's a good experience for him, and let's see if he learns the one or the other trick in that competition. As Thailand versus India, it's still 1-0 for the Thais, and India needs to find its avenues. And that's the challenge, I guess, guys. We have at this moment in time. Not sure what the game plan of Manolo is today, to be very honest, with this starting lineup. And I would have liked something else. But again, who am I to like something or not? As it's a good save, yeah. Says it done, yeah. Brown ball is under a little bit of pressure from West Ham, sort of. No chance for a counter attack for Brown Ballers FC. And that's blocked. Villarreal, 15 1-0 for Villarreal. Goal should depends on timing. Yeah, Zidane, everything has something or the other, right? That you need to know how to do it or not to do it. That's always a point over there. Very difficult, of course, from that perspective, but yeah, one would have to see what can be done or not done. And India needs to find solutions. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult for India. Versus Zidane, yeah, but if you're not going to get something out of it, you can get this win if it tries a little bit more. I think Thailand can also do better, so don't underestimate Thailand. I think that's something that we need to keep in mind when we are talking about India on one side, but we have to also talk about Thailand as well. And it's complicated for us, I guess, and then we have to be better. Again, I want to be positive, but again, I'm also being realistic about what is possible. Average younger players, says it done. Yeah, younger. Average is very, very true. Meanwhile, in the US, Brown Ball FC, West Ham United still goalless. Group of OCI players against a very mixed, diverse team from West Ham, which includes Raul KP, amongst others. Tackles is done, yeah. India needs to do more. Needs to be more constructive, demanding in that final third. That's going to be important. And that's going to be the challenge, I guess, for India in this game today. Because otherwise, how are you going to get a result? Can we get a result? At least we can say that's going to be the question now. That's going to be the question for today. Sorry. Why are poor substance? Yeah, good question. But again, that's always a question on Manolo. Suresh, of course, adds a little bit more of defensive stability. Maybe Ayush has been given the task of being more creative. Direct set piece goal doesn't convert. We don't have tacklers. We only have ball players. Yeah, that's actually true. We've gone very Spanish without having the basics. Good header needed more power. Yeah. I'll keep it representing West Ham is welcome. Positive news is about him being noticed by lower league English teams or a chance to move. Don't think so. Will not get a work permit. Would have just received that and shot that ball with foot. Zidane, it sounds as if, football is sometimes so easy, but you have to realize that there are certain deficiencies in our players which you will not be able to get away with. That's your basic challenge. Right? So therefore, that's something which is there, and therefore might look easy to you, look easy to me, look easy to all of us as we look at the game, as we commentate on the game. But the reality is, it is not so easy as we might think. So therefore, that's one of those realities that we have to live and work around, I guess. In a football game, in a game of football, yeah. Yeah. Energy down, Thailand needs to capitalize. Don't know if it's really energy down or Thailand is maybe saving some energy, trying to be smart. Maybe that is how to see it. Meanwhile, more than 11 minutes played. It's still goalless between Brown Ballers FC and West Ham. Thailand still leading 1-0 against India. We need to do more. Need to be more positive. Thailand really trying hard. Yeah, very, very true. I'm trying to get another one. Yeah, very disappointing. Very disappointing at this moment. Need to do more. To be more constructive. As India. Can we take something out of this game? Still 1-0 for Thailand. 58 minutes with Dasa going out and Wongon coming on for him. With Brown Ballers FC under certain pressure from West Ham, but they're doing well so far. Some West Ham legends in there now. Rahul KP also in the mix in attacking position. We need to sort our feet out. That's, I think, what we need to do. And that is what we need to try and figure out in this game. And that's 2-0 for Thailand. Poramet, 2-0. Just the second goal for Thailand. Yeah, it looked like it was coming. Looked like it was coming. Disappointing by India. We need to do better than this. And that's the disappointing part now. Shut this team ASAP, says rare that at times. We're on the hour mark. Sit down. Hour mark. Well, goal. Yeah, disappointing. It's I do understand people who are losing their interest, their desire, their will to support the Indian national football team if we play like this. It's sometimes tough on that, and even I've got those feelings. It's just very hurtful, very, very hurtful. What a joke, says Shumulo. Passing a lot better. Yeah, but passing a lot better, what does it mean? You could be, the best passes in the world, and if you don't score, Mohun Bagan players suck. They're only carried by foreigners sometimes. Keep the ref spot out. But yes. And take Mohun Bagan out. I think take all of our Indian players. I think that's the problem. Thailand isn't even giving 50%, and they're up 2-0. Indian players aren't even defending now. Yeah. Very true. XYZ and Vashwa says how 8 to 10 times we are the ones creating their chances from our final third to their goal. Wow. Yeah, that's a reality. Because we are not You know, Mango should just ask for a sub if Manolo doesn't, says Fashwar. See their shooting, says it. I don't know. After this match, we say we still have a chance to qualify for Asian Cup. We finished last and now accepted. XYZ, to me, you accept that at this stage, with one match is played by all, we still have a chance. And that's a fact. You know, so therefore, if you don't want to accept it, that's not me or you talking. And at the end of the day, it's a question of sorting out your result against Hong Kong. But today, Manolo tried a few things out, and it didn't work out. Very simply, we don't need to discuss that. I think that's clear now at this time of the game, where we just past the hour mark, that India needs to, that Manolo as a coach needs to realize who is India material, who's not, who should be in a team or not. And that is, to me, I think, the biggest and disturbing factor. Yeah. Not an Asian Cup quality team, sorry. Yeah, at the moment we're not. No doubt about it. We need I-League players in national team. They are hardworking. These ISL players get too much salary and play good only in clubs and national team. Just, but I-League players, are they international level? Even if they give everything, an I-League team or a team made up of I-League players would be 5-6 goals down by now. You want to take that? Then you're going to speak something else, right? We can only see India football going down. And that's, my hope is not. But again, hope is the last thing that I have, guys. That's my concern, that when we talk about Indian football, that hopefully at some stage things will change again in a way that things will move or look up at least. You know, that's a concern in my opinion, because at the moment, the way we are playing, the way we've set ourselves up, it's a disaster. It's just a disaster. And it is embarrassing in my opinion. It's embarrassing. Khatam, Tata, bye-bye, this team is finished, and statistics, how awful they are. And this is, again, we've had this conversation a few weeks ago in regard to the Bangladesh game as well. And, to me, yeah, Manolo, as a national team coach, sorry, is a failed entity. I will say that today. Why these players demand traveling allowance and others think they are really deserve. Yeah, sure, that's a different conversation. If they're, they are, if they should get it or not, it's, we can discuss that if you want to. But to me, but yeah, that's something that is out there, right? So therefore, for me, that's there. They don't even salary. Zidane, they don't get a salary from the national team. So that's also a reality. How do we taking corners easy? Again, where this team has issues. Sorry, I just have to quickly get up on. This team has issues. This team has problems, and we're unable to sort them. And as long as we don't solve those issues and problems, we're not going to get nowhere. We are going to get nowhere, and we will have these days where we hope, okay, that there was some hope. Let's say in the final third of the first half, we said, okay, we got some chances in those 12-15 minutes. Okay, nice. Finishing is awkward, this and that. Of course, the one-on-one Liston has to score, but also maybe the Sunil header or the chance from Ashik. Okay, I take that. But to me, it's like Thailand can, if they want to, they can up the ante. And that is my concern against a team like Thailand. We're not talking about Japan. We're not talking about Korea, Iran, Saudi, we are in this kind of a situation. That is the worrying thing, I think. That is, I think, the most worrying thing, in my opinion, that we are in a situation where we are unable from a football perspective. And what we've talked about today as well is, I feel that we've gone for ball play. Manolo wants to go for ball players rather than looking at players who are going to give you fight, give you grit. Even though Manolo has signed Sandesh Jingan, and Sandesh Jingan has been a difference player for FC Goa. Sandesh Jingan is not the best footballer in India, but Sandesh will try and give you mentality. But Sandesh is also limited to a certain extent to regard to the players who are around him. And that's, I think, the big problem at this moment in time, where I would say it's a big challenge, for the whole system for the whole ecosystem, and then find players. We were talking, Ashu was mentioning Pronoy Halda, we've spoken about Rowland Borges, we've spoken about Holija Nazri. We need those kind of characters. I would rather today, in a game like this, maybe we should have tested a Nikhil Prabhu. I think Nikhil would have at least tried, fought. And this is what we need. This team is just is on the field, but it allows things to happen to it. And that is a big problem, in my opinion, at this moment in time with the Indian national team. The way we play, the way we're set up, we are not in a position to create and to do what is needed of us. And that is, I think, my concern at this moment in time, if you ask me. Very, very disturbing. And meanwhile, it's halftime in the US in the TST 7 versus 7. Goalless between West Ham United and Brown Bowlers FC. Corners says, now I can see a reflection of Japan in Thailand. Yeah, Thailand is not of a Japan level, Zidane. Listen, guys, I have time, but I feel like he's not pushing himself here. We don't have any foreigners. Again, rare. Liston is limited to a certain level, up to a certain level. Let me put it that way, right? Not really Liston. I think all of our players have a ceiling. And Liston Kolassi is one of those players. On a better day, you'll see him do some stuff where you think, wow. On a bad day, you think, what is he trying to do? And those are the realities of things. Yeah, immediately it's a chance. Changte, who's coming on finally for Manvir, yes. That's again, Manolo has made some decisions. Nikhil Prabhu for Ayush, again, also for me is a good one. Good choice. Nikhil Prabhu with his senior international debut. India disappoint football once again. Yes, Murali. I don't know. It's very depressing today, to say the least, of how we are playing and what we're playing, because this is just not good enough, I would say. It's the way it is at the moment. And Indian football never fails to disappoint, says it's by bad. Liston pass, please. Yeah, you're already begging Liston to do certain things, and then you've got a problem, right? We're not getting anywhere today, and that's a concern, I would say, which we have. And I don't know, Sri Lanka playing better than India, yeah, banter, but isn't that bound to happen if we have that many players of origin, and that's my concern, right? It was a concern. It is a concern. We're not getting anywhere with this. We are not gonna get anywhere with this. That is the problem at this moment in time. We see COVID, we see war, we see RCB lift a trophy, but we are and didn't see a team in qualification cup. That's right. Let's wait and see. As I said, Asian Cup thing is not over yet, but it needs a wonder from our side. We need to pour in money in grassroots, no choice, and get good European coach who can do it for India. Yeah, Zidane, who's going to put in the money? Who's going to put in the money at grassroots level? That's the very valid point you raise, but someone has to put the money up. Renu says, I wish we had chosen some very low-ranked team for friendly, at least not humiliated so much. We beg for good opponents. Now I wish for worse opponents, only to avoid humiliation. It is, very, very sad. The way in which we lose talks not about it. If we lose the match closely, fine, but like pushover, not at all acceptable. Yeah, very true. This gameplay of India is so dangerous, so incredible that Bhutan can beat us. See, Renu, we're not good, but those comparisons with those other teams, nations, makes no sense. Where Gurpreet Singh's on because Gurpreet was training in Norway, and then I saw pictures of him. He was at the Champions League final in Munich, and I don't know where he's on holiday now, maybe taking a break. Looking back, that match, Asian Cup 2019, I will cherish forever. That was a different team. Avikarsha, yes. and oh, wow, good chance in the first few seconds for Brown Ballers FC. Nearly got a goal. I was there at that game. I remember that game like it was yesterday. It was one of the happiest moments as an Indian football fan to be there. To enjoy that game was just incredible. And yeah, it's just, guys, it's just disappointed to see where we are at this moment in time. It's just a disaster to say the least. Yeah, nothing much to add at this moment in time. What's your opinion on Ashish Rai as a first choice right back? He's not, again, another player I don't rate. Yeah. Someone wasn't watching, asked, can we still come back? I said, yes, direct flight to Delhi, because this way we're going to get humiliated versus Hong Kong. That's a joke, by the way, and sad we're able to make such jokes. Yeah, sure, it's disaster of, of how things are, and, and yeah. I'm worried we're heading like San Marino. Yeah, we're heading down, but San Marino is a different level for us, so let's be clear. Football's like war, you have to go over enemies' dead bodies to win and be better, says Zidane to Renault. And it looks very good. Yes, he does. Balini, solid. Can't give a single long pass or player to player, can't shoot from nearest targets. Now I can assure Indian football fans with these bunch of players, Indian football gonna ban soon done. Okay, so India needs a coach like Viviano Fernandez. Spanish coaches fail here as their football is full possession based, which does not seem to work here. We need only good attacking football. Yeah. And that is where I disagree. Nicky Proper with a good switch to play says, yes, I'm really not to rank and play far better than us. Do they really play better or not? We can look at it, talk about it, but again, we have to look at the best ourselves. India needs top level coaches for real, not some Viviano who have no experience at top level. Okay, I agree on that, Zidane. Who are the best Indian players today? Talking about the best players, I feel sometimes is a problem. And still goalless after 23 minutes between West Ham and Brown Ballers FC. And Brown Ballers clear once again. People who says we lack resources, sports development. No, we don't. Our resources are not spent properly. That is, I think, a bigger problem. And again, I think knowledge, understanding, these are things which I feel is more important, and that's not happening in the right way. That's, to me, that's a bigger problem at this moment in time than the resources, as it. Abhishek got some limelight today. What? How does it help? Does anyone think that Abhishek Thekcham is ready to play at this level? And I remember someone said earlier on, I don't know who said, he was even backup actually to Limding and someone else, and then someone else got injured, and that's why he was playing. So therefore, yeah, the boy needs time, but the problem is the whole team needs time. So that's where are we? So it's a challenge. It's a challenge, and we're not getting where I would like to see us. What are we holding back? I changed for Russia. I don't know. I honestly, I'm disappointed, more and more disappointed with Manolo tactically and with his decision making around the national team. I don't know. I rate him highly as an ISL coach, but not as even in Southeast Asian teams, we don't see this type of miss passes. Honestly, Zidane, their passing is quite good from these boys in Southeast Asia. No? They're technically very gifted, right? So therefore, that's something which is there now. So therefore, that comparison between us and them is always very, very difficult, very, very difficult. And 76 minutes now played. Thailand also with 2 substitutions. Balini coming off. Hopefully that helps us. I like the way that guy played in the heart of defense for Thailand. Yeah, you saw the Italian in him, and can we at least get? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, things were clear when West Bengal Sons Trophy with the three returning almost held as 1-1 thanks to Ashik late winner. Yeah, his team, yeah. Renu says request Kalyan Chaubani AIFF to self-ban Indian football matches until OCI come. That's the hope, no? We need to work from your 17 if you want some visibility in football in Asia. Zidane, that's happened, right? It's as if you're telling me, oh, and the brown ballers go ahead. 26th minute, Brown Ballers FC take the lead against West Ham United. And what a goal! Number 14, Brown Ballers FC, outside of the box, at least some joy in the TST 7v7. At least some joy over there. So coming back to the U17s, listen, a lot of work has gone into this. Some players were part of the under-17 World Cup. I used to watch a decade back some of these boys here in Germany. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. They were better as kids than they are as men, right? So, brown ballers have to be careful. A lot of defending. West Ham creating a lot of pressure. And blasted over. Yeah. Do you think understanding consideration of games in India general wrong when focus on top team, not on class? See, even in hockey, it's not done. Even cricket is not done properly. So therefore, these are things which are a problem in general. So therefore, for me, yeah. So I don't know. I know I'm moving in a loop, but constantly we miss you. Not asking back, but we all fans need to admit and apologize. Yeah, Bosher always said Stephen is someone of a coach that did stuff for us, and we didn't want to accept. I think a lot of fans didn't want to accept it. Now I think a lot of fans are. Oh, that's the equalizer for West Ham. 1-1 between West Ham and Brown Ballers. Meanwhile, from 4-1 to 1-1 and 0-2 down. Long way we've come. They've developed. We haven't, right? And that's something which is very, very clear. For football to develop, we need to have fans. We need big World Cup. Government should focus on football and other interests so we can host a World Cup. Football means it's not about World Cup, and we don't need fans. It's about developing players. Totally wrong approach. We've hosted Youth World Cups. We've hosted Asian Cups. We need to focus on our grassroots. Without having strong foundation hockey able to achieve great. See, hockey, a lot of less countries play. So therefore, these comparisons with football don't work. Now everyone understand that our gameplay when we were unable to keep clean sheet in Bengal, we fans are not intelligent because if we ever could have understood this match, scored after Bengal. Okay, Reno. I'm not even watching today's matches, but having fan code subscription won't watch a single national team match until OCF players are allowed. So, Ravar, let's hope it happens sooner than later. So therefore, yeah. What else to say? There is nothing much to add to this. It's just the way things are at this moment in time. Look at the stadium, the quality of Thailand Stadium. Have a proper footballing stadium. Football means we have decent stadiums. Yeah, not this quality of a stadium, but yeah, what can we do? Yeah, that's the reality of things. That we aren't getting anywhere with this, and It's just disappointing. It's just disappointing to watch a game like this and then hope that hope against hope that something happens and we somehow score somewhere, and then I don't know. It's very, 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 very disappointed. Did India punched above their weight against Thailand? Yeah, in that match, surely. In that match in the Asian Cup, we surely were punching above our weight. I mean, otherwise we wouldn't have gotten that result. So but in for Ashik Kurunian getting his debut. That's so many people dead in RCB IPL Trophy celebration stampede, yet they're going on with it. Okay. You have to see it from two sides, Rava. Is it sometimes you decide to keep something running? It's like in Liverpool, they also didn't stop the parade when the thing happened. In Paris also, despite all that has happened, opposed to PSG win. So therefore, sometimes you continue. Changte miss chance one against keeper. Indian players are missing one of the chances in football is finished. Says XYZ. So it is on. He might do better than some, even though it isn't the best of the lot, just his mentality. Bashwar, are you not overestimating the mentality aspect? Ooh! And nearly brown ballers FC with the second one. Only a corner. So therefore, for me, let's see. The same script gets played again. No new stuffs as well. Then somewhat it is the same. After Changte, another easy chance missed by India. Thailand commentators laughing, saying this Indian team is garbage. Says XYZ. Okay. More than 11 people died. Over 50 injured. Yeah. The question is, do you stop it? Do you end it? Because then if you end it, do you create another chaos situation? That's the thing. No, I agree with you totally. I mean, just about Manwe listed so much that even he might look, that's what I mean. Okay. And that's the worry. And that's not sure if you're spot on. If that's a problem. Oh, brutal foul. And only a yellow for a West Ham player on that one. To me, it's a disappointment. People dream to play top league in Europe, struggle against South Asian team, shows us quality. Yeah, that's also true, Monali. Are there Indian fans seen in the stands? I only saw officials when during the national team. When the national anthem was played, so I don't know if anyone's seen. Just scrap ISL. Zidane, if you scrap ISL, that only makes things better. Yet Manola again picked Ayush Dev Chetri favoritism. However, it's every coach picks their favorite players. Bring Bibiano in, Vijan or Samiti will play far better than this. Reno Bibiano is not going to be able to do anything with this team. We need an experienced foreign international coach. That's, to me, is the most important thing. Thailand has got some outer space and ground. The infrastructure better than India, not only in stadium but also public infrastructure. Okay. Changte and Edmund should have started. Edmund is not even in the squad. Or am I wrong? One second. Edmund is not in the squad, so how can he start? Just saying. Just end this, man. You people don't deserve to play that thick gym guy is fire, but Manvir Ashik isn't. It's just, I don't want to talk, man. Okay, Aditya, Northeast always better fighters, says Zidane. Yeah. Meanwhile, more than 35 minutes played between West Ham and Brown Ballers FC, still 1-1. Can we get something out of this? It's something that I would hope, but I don't know. Hope is the only thing left, and it's just disappointing to see us play the way we are playing. I had always doubted Kuruni, and he always proves me right. Zidane, he's been one of our better ones today. So what did he doubt you in? Now some people are already saying that Steamert was better than Manolo. So and those people are part of the problem, and not part of the solution. That's another problem, right? That we have. Yeah. 137 minutes. West Ham Brown Ballers is still 1-1. Oops. Brown Ballers FC with the ball up there. Maybe with a chance. A little more over 3 minutes to play. Oh, good save from the West Ham keeper. I can defend a blind team of football, but not them anymore. Says Kieran Herrera. That's real problem. I think we all are fed up with what we're seeing, and this is where we are at this moment in time. Sadly, I already predicted 3-0 more goal loss versus Hong Kong. Let's see. बोल तो बोले क्या करे तो क्या करे क्या बोले तो बोले क्या करे तो करे क्या sir. Okay, my Hindi is not good enough to understand that. Sorry. Scary defending, says Zidane. Can we get Isaac from Manvir or Putia, please? They deserve more chances than Manvir. Aditya, no. You think they will be better? Again, if you've got in your mind that any of these players were missing, and West Ham score in the 39th minute. Damn. And Leo scores. No, Aditya, if who is missing where we say, this guy, that guy. Those guys are not the difference players. As I've said a few. Gurpreet is a difference player. Rahul Beke should be in the heart of the fence. Roshan should be playing. Those are the guys. At least Thoda to follow the gameplay whole. They're playing like clowns, says Kieran Rare. Wait, Thai keeper plays for West Ham. No. There is the TST tournament is happening parallel where Rahul KP is playing, and the Brown Ballers and OCI team is playing against West Ham United. And so that's what is being seen. For me, not a surprise. We know the reality. Yeah, Mahesh, very true. So according to you, how far we are from having OCIs in this team? Ayush, it depends on the government. And nothing has changed for me since yesterday or for a month or last year or 10 years ago. We are as close to OCI players as we were, huge chance for Brown Ballers. कोई तो साइड में रखो, सबको गोल करने आना है. Round of Bana. Okay. It's the less we speak about this game, 91st minute, the better it is, and that's just disappointing. Just disappointing to see that game. Ashik 2-3 key passes, goal missed. One at the end of it. Yeah. That's also very, very true. Well, and Jarvis said expect a breakthrough in 90 days. So Robert, has anything that he said over the last 2.5 years actually become true in regard to the positive things that he claimed to have happened? Simple question. Simple question from my side. We need to improve in passing, accuracy, shooting. Zidane, we need to improve in everything. We need to improve in everything. Now I'm watching Bangladesh. I'm very frustrated. I was hopeful for a draw. And this is, yeah. And as brown ballers lose 2-1 to West Ham United. Great fight, but even went ahead, but lost in the end. Yeah, what else to say? Nothing. I mean, the less I say, the more disappointed we all are, right? So it's that. It's okay. This is not the football team we can hope for, and when that happens, I'll watch India football again. Zivan, if you're waiting, this also disturbs me, and this also annoys me that, if I like it, you like it, anyone who always likes it or not, this is our team. This is the quality of our football. And this is the reality of Indian football in the year 2025. And therefore, yeah, it's not going to get better. If you or I think at some stage somewhere this is going to get better, that's not happening, right? So therefore, this is the quality of Indian football, and yeah, if you or I, anyone think that something or the other is going to change, this is where we are at this moment in time, sadly, very, very sadly. The inclusion of Boris doesn't make any sense, not done at all. This team is definitely based on merit. Naram has a much sharper ball holding capacity and also has played well for the national team of late. Yeah. Pujan, what to say? There is nothing too disappointing in football immersion. The normal says Rava seems the only good thing is it's a friendly match. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. People expecting if this player is not going to dump him, get the next one, but don't understand the one who you're saying is better is the same result. This issue needs full reset. But that's not in works with this organization. Yeah, but who's going to do the reset? Right? Right? So let's see. This is, and Roshan says nothing more. Yeah. I think that's the best thing. It's a friendly. We're in the 95th minute, and you can only hope we walk away from this bruised and battered, but nothing more. And this is the thing, right? If I look at our subs, Suresh, Changte, Nikhil Prabhu, Brandon, Salvat, and Boris. Yeah. Thailand is literally playing like they're playing in the park. Thai players are their shoelaces in front of Indian players in live play, despite Indian players not on their level. Yeah. 4-5 lakh people have gathered for RCB's trophy celebration. And Zorba, that's most probably the reason why they have not stopped the celebration after that stampede, right? And that's, yeah. Third goal for West Ham against Brown Ballers FC. And yeah, when will we be released from our misery of this India-Thailand game? And the match is now over. And what to say? Just putting out a tweet quickly, and then I'll be back with you guys. Yeah. As Kate performed, he was poor. No, but Vishal Kate is not a national team level player. Sorry. And this is what I say with Manolo Marquez, realizing who can be part of a national team, who can't, and he doesn't have that understanding, in my opinion. Hope Portugal doesn't make me more sad. Listen, Vashwar, I think Cristiano Ronaldo's record against Germany is not even, yeah. So in Munich tonight, anything but a Germany win would be an upset. Last time I didn't pay to watch was against Kuwait and we won. Achha. So Hannibal said earlier, again, maybe it's you who is, been the reason why we lost. No, jokes apart, we all are part of it. We have this process, for 1-1, that the stats were clear. Yeah. Also in both matches, Thapa scored. Very true. The torture has ended. For me, Anwar and Abhishek were our best players today. Can't agree to that. Two of the poorest, in my opinion. Now watch from illegal websites, says Hannibal. Taiwan is where we're hard to reach here. Thailand. Now talk about how we're going to meet Hong Kong now. Yeah. To me, it's very simple. The coach has to find solutions to this, right? And he has to find the right solutions, in my opinion, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough against Hong Kong. It was clear that it's going to be tough against Hong Kong, but now I feel it's even tougher because the coach has to now find solutions to the problems that he himself seems to have created. If this is, according to him, the best team, I don't know. Hong Kong, same result. Let's see. I don't know. As I've said, the theoretical chance is still there, and we'll have to see. This match is the worst in recent years, in my opinion, says Blue. Okay. Now, what do you think about this team and the kind of qualification? Can trust it? Yes, Raj. I don't trust the players, but football is a funny game, right? We're in it, right? We're in it, and we'll have to show what we can do. Right? To me, it's going to be very interesting to see how we do it. Very interesting. Mano's team selection is worse than Steamach. I don't know if it's worse. I don't think Steamach also was all over the place. I don't know. Don't glorify Igor Steamach in a way. He messed up as well. And now the match is the worst. I don't think that it was the worst. The Afghanistan result was bad, but at least we created some chances of, and this and that and everything. But today was, who can play? No, he didn't. Bro, exactly the same problem. And Manolo's taken over a bad team and has not been able to figure out the players that he wants to and needs to play. So therefore, for me, I don't know. It's disastrous to say the least that what we played today, and if this is the outcome, it is very sad to say the least. But this is not good enough from us, and we We all know we need to be better, but it's not the level which we play. Yes, I guess it's recent bias. There is only one solution of this mess. Government gives green light to us. So now, what green light? What green light? Right. Every time we expect some positive results from a national team, for routine disappointment comes. Are we expecting too much? This is a football standard reality. Coach starting 11 strategy. Are we expecting too much? No, we're not. We're expecting something. But on the other side, yes, we are expecting too much because we're expecting something. I don't expect, if you're expecting something, SB Sports Extremes, then you're expecting something too much. Because I said that yesterday. I don't expect anything from this team. I'm just hoping that we're in there. Is this a football standard? Yes, it is. I think you can change X, Y, Z player. You might be a little better here and there, but our standards are the problem. Coaching, starting 11 strategy. He started with a 4-4-2. That was interesting to see, rather than a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-1-1 sometimes even. So to me, I can't, in regard to tactics, I can't say much. But starting 11 is a worrying. Anwar Ali doesn't start for me. Abhishek doesn't start for me. Ayush doesn't start for me. Manvir doesn't start for me. Yeah, so we've got 4-5, and not to forget Vishal Keth in goal. Some players should feel guilty about themselves. They should quit playing for national team. We know if they quit, who's going to come in? Where are your better footballers? You're gonna ask every Indian footballer who's not good enough for the national team to quit? We don't have any footballers left, except maybe Sunil's going to play on his own then. I think now the time is going to give new young players chance. Yashraj, where is your new young players? Let's see what the under-23s does under Naushad Musa. Young players, where are your young players? Don't give me that BS of young players. The young players are worse. Because these players didn't use their full potential and skill and execute. What do you think they can play better than this? Much better than this? Sorry, Yashraj, you're living in La La Land. They can't play much better. That's our standard. We might fight and give a little bit of passion here and there, but the lack of quality is evident. And the next generation of footballers is worse. That is our real question, which nobody's asking. If anyone is asking for young players to come in, these matches prove that the young players are not ready to play international football. The players that people have been calling for years to play for the Indian national team are not good enough to play for the Indian national team. Anyone who's called for Vishal Keth to be in India goal should excuse himself because he does not understand football. That guy should be nowhere near the national team. Sorry. Right? Younger players. I'm fed up with this. I don't think I can believe in Manol. I would hope he will leave us after Hong Kong. Yeah, I think that is what is needed. He does not have an understanding for international football, period. Sorry to say, but I didn't waste my time to watch this game. The day Manolo was selected as coach, I knew it's game over first. I know we say no, but that's the Goa quota. That is not a Goa quota. How can it be a Goa quota if 6 Mohun Bagan players start the game? Also start this bullshit of all this, that. No. This quota system is not a problem. Let him choose the players that he thinks are right. If they're going to perform, no one's going to question him. But the problem is, who are the best players? And does he understand who are the best players? No, he doesn't. Right? All of us think we know. I am not the national coach. You are not the national. The national coach has to decide. But if our decision of the national coach is wrong, then we are not going to progress. And that's the real problem. So that's the problem. They struggled against Bengal stateside. Zoravar, but so you think that the Bengal side is better than this? I was probably good enough for CFL Premier Division, not much West. And Akash, that shows, sorry, I'll be very blunt in that. It shows you how little you understand football. Sorry, I say sorry in advance, right? Look at the standard of the CFL. And then Ayush can play ISL, but he's not international level yet. That's the point. Right? whoever is the coach is a max potential, especially in big games. Mahesh, it is not about potential. To me, the football potential is limited. I have to get, like a Stephen Constant and Bob Houghton, a little extra out of the boys in regard to mentality, character, passion. That is what we need. This team is going through the motions. Manolo has not been able to galvanize this team. And to some extent, give it something of a vibe. That's missing. What you're saying is true, and also thank you, Banju. I'm really disappointed. Every 18-year-old can't be a part of senior national team. Remember, I stick to that. Vashwa, very true. First of all, that, and secondly, are our 18-year-olds 18-year-olds? That's the other question. No? Sangdesh Jingan post-match interview said Indian team is trying its best. It is our best. I don't want to see our worst. XYZ, most probably Sandesh is not even lying. And it is the reality. And that is not okay to blame young players. Ask one or two second squad based on performance. How the hell Ayush and Boris and squad? I don't think young squad will play any worse than this. See, and this is tell me who are the players again? You talk about the players, but to me, who were the players? Okay, I take Boris out and put Valpuya in. Maybe here. This quota, etc. talks are just another BS, another way not to accept that we are in a defense mechanism, not to accept the narrative. Yeah, Blue, very well said. Very, very well said. We are trying to justify things which are not justifiable. Again, Vishal K was about to make a blunder. Mana Keys does not, sorry, with Boya, doesn't deserve to an India shirt. Igor was better. And that, again, Zidane, doesn't speak for you when you say that. Igor Stimac has brought this team down to this level. Right? Says, sorry, again, I see, why was the Puesa so Monok, don't know. Maybe to rest him for the Hong Kong game. I don't know what the coach thought. Now Thai keeper is literally chipping over our attackers into the midfield, chipping our keeper is shooting long balls so that ball goes into final third. It says a lot. Very good point, XYZ. The Thai keeper is chipping it to his own players, and our goalkeeper is just banging it forward, hoping someone will get on the end of the ball. That is our football these days, right? No need to be sorry. You're frustrated. That's also only Mono's Rotsmoders. Why is choosing same players who lost and draw against Afghanistan, Nepal, Maldives again? Akash, because we don't have better players. Wake up to that reality. This is exception, maybe 2-3 players. This is the best we can have. That's the reality. So live stream is on or not? Man, after this, I don't know if I want to do. This is already more than 2 hour 15 minutes. If I want to do another stream tonight. Yeah. Is Anwar better than BK, Abhishek, than Roshan, Bose, Rai, then Roshan, Ayush, then Suresh, Manvi, Changte, Ashik, Scam? Anwar, no. Abhishek, no. Rai, no. Ayush, no. Manvir, no. Ashik, I liked his energy. He at least was trying things. So, yeah, that gives you a little bit of something different. I still don't know for my younger players. And Zidane, then you don't understand football because the younger players are worse. I've been saying this for years. No one wants to believe this. With every generation, we're getting worse and worse. It's time most probably that I call Baichung Bhutia, Randy Singh and all those guys to come back and start playing again. Yeah. Liston is so disappointing national matches. Looks like he would fall every time he was trying to dribble. Yeah, but he doesn't have that confidence also to go against one to really beat the marker. He just goes wide and then hopes that he can get a cross in something or maybe get a corner. Chetri came for this performance. Bro must leave just like you. We are also frustrated. Yeah, but Akash at least he had that header in the first half. And he's trying to work on those. Well, tell me an Indian striker who can do those things. No one. Right? So that's, the only positive thing was Abhishek's performance. No, I don't think so. Because defensively, he was exposed. See, you are looking at the attacking side of things. Oh, he did well. No, he didn't do well. He is not ready for this level. Right? Chetri should leave. Yeah, I don't think so. Time has come to ditch every single player in the squad and start fresh. These are the rotten potatoes. They will spoil good ones too. Akash, there are no good ones. The next generation is what? When will it get into the head of people that the next generation of players is an even bigger problem? But hey, the next generation is going to be better. My comparison is always our under 17s. Because I compare it always to 2002 when we had them for the first time here in Europe. I organized the camp and that was a very good team, right? I saw the under 17 World Cup squad very, very closely. After that, every generation, we've been digressing. And that is our real problem, right? Celebrate Bibiano as much as you want. Bibiano, I'm saying sorry also in advance, but what is he going to do with this? The quality is getting worse, right? And you want those players to go up and play international football. Listen, we'll lose every match 5-0, 6-0 because the quality is getting worse and worse. So what happened to Jingan? He's becoming slow. No, he's not becoming slow, Ayush. He's getting exposed because of the players around him. Sandesh Jingan, all of those players why are they better in the ISL? Because they've got someone or the other who's a foreigner who stands next to them. Right? Sandesh has Uday. And Ayush has Kyle McHugh. And it goes through the whole team. They've got someone on their standing next to them. That makes them look better in the ISL. And here, Sandesh Jingan very often is like last-ditch effort to clear. Because Anwar Ali, to me, is not at the moment. Forget starting. He's not even a national team player. He's a shadow of a player. Right? That's the reality. Kind of misses Listen Chunk they did were crimes. Yeah, man, that's also said. Just as I said, now people have started to say Steve much better than Manolo. Yeah. And that shows me, how much the people understand football. Igor has been our worst coach ever. Period. Replace 14 with Manipur Mizoram team and keep the backline. Okay. You're done. You're not helping your case by what you've been stating in these comments. No. India should have considered 5 or 6 goals easily. Our defense is both black and blue, 2 fullbacks are exposed fully. Yeah. And people are saying Abhishek did well. Yes, except that's our system failure. I know you alone can choose a completely new squad from us and our league. Our current squad has failed again and again. We can make horse out of donkeys. Yeah, Akash, how many times I'm going to say pick other players and it's going to get worse. He needs to stop playing the blame game, come up with a solution. One thing became clear to me, Manolo struggled with players and time management. Trinabola, Manolo is as good as he is because he's got those foreigners in the ISL in his team. Simply as that. And Uday, Kyle McHugh, Guru Chena, in the past we would have talked about, an Ogbeche, these players make the difference. We are not qualifying for AFC. Akash, let's see. That's the crazy one. All to play for. And I've read the multiple Sri Lanka FA suspended multiple leagues due to government issues. Can you make a short video about it? Roshan, I don't know enough about the Sri Lanka situation. The Sri Lanka FF, it's the Sri Lanka Football Federation, has been banned also by FIFA in the past, right? So, but I don't know what what leagues problems are. I can try find out, but let's see. What to do now? Hope and pray. I think everybody should pray to their gods and hope that we in 6 days are better. This back four is the worst I saw in a while. Yes. And Ashish right, not national team material at the moment. Anwar Ali, not national team material at the moment. Abhishek, potential, not ready for this level. Sorry. And Vishal Kate in goal. You've got another problem back there. Ben Davis with English roots smashed in a goal, and Marco Ballini with Italian roots was solid at the back for Thailand. Yeah. I don't understand why Chetri is in the team. I never liked him as a striker. He can't perform and has never performed against tough sides. He can only score through penalty. Take. Without him, we're worse. Do you think this pending payment issue with AIFF is also in the heads of the players? Roshan, these guys earn in crores. These few rupees here and there, yes, it might be, for the one or the other, but it can't be that big an issue. The next generation is struggling to win against Bangladesh. Yeah, Zoravar. And then people think we'll do. Indian football team needs OCI PO players. Sumit, nice to talk about it. Has the government done anything to change that? I again go back. I started the conversation in 2001, 2006. My then person of Indian origin card went to FIFA. This, that, all has happened. We had a discussion about this 2 years ago. Nothing has changed. So PIOs, I can call, you can call, we can do thousands of videos. Nothing's going to happen. This team will even struggle with Sri Lanka national team now the way they're getting exposed and playing. Sri Lanka has a whole bunch of players of origin. Sri Lanka is a better team than us. Bangladesh is a better team than us. I'm so proud of this team, says Avijit. Time to make a 20-team league structure, and we should also allow us players to go as a national team. See, Devanshu, exactly that's not what to do. Because we don't have enough players for a 20-team league. We are diluting our standards. I think we need to go back to a 10-team league and keep it for a certain period of while and then grow it. We've grown too quickly. This is not working. 25 teams in the top 2 tiers of Indian club football is not going to work for Indian football at this moment in time. Sorry. That's my understanding, my reality of reading of things. We are in a situation where we have to be honest enough to ourselves to say, you know what, maybe smaller and better. Right? So therefore, that's what I think and believe. We need to really import top-level Europeans into a federation. Both Hoga, we need to cure it from yourself once and for. Siddhan, we've had it in the past. Where have we come? We've not improved. Now, what's the point of playing Sunil Chetri? Agar aise hi goal less jana hai, to isse acha Suhail Bhatt, Edmund David, मैं use कर लेते क्या पता कुछ हो जाए over the time. Panash, none of the players you mentioned. I would most probably reactivate Bachim Bhutia before getting those 2 players because those guys are not ready for international football. Edmund is maybe an exception, but the others, give me an Indian passport and most probably I can play as a striker for India. That's the level of these footballers. And I turn 50 next year. Sorry, not good enough. That's the, Ayush and Abhishek said, I'm prepared for that international level. Yeah. Basically, Ego destroyed everything, and after Manolo couldn't figure out how to solve the mess. Yeah, no, that's perfect summary. Perfect summary of things, of where we are, how we are, what the problems are. What should be our best 11 at the moment? Ayush, it depends. Gurpreet most probably in goal. You play, I don't know, Valpuya on the right, Bheke, Sandesh middle, then decide between Bose and Roshan, Suresh and Apuya in the middle, then an attacking line of Changte, Brandon, Ashik, and then Sunil up front. That would be my best 11 if those players were in the squad. Yes, sir, that's the thing. People always forget. Fans expect their ISL performance in national, but this doesn't get the foreign support. Exactly. It's not Manolo problem, it's Indian football problem. Yeah, exactly. Proud 0-3 against Hong Kong. Let's go, says Abhijit. If FIFA SC game, there's a thing chemistry. Like if we understand that in reality, strange comparison, we need combinations. Anas and Jingan work because they complement each other for Udanta and Kota. Yeah. Bashwa, a very, very important point. That is that combinations, yeah. Same old listing. Yeah, but that doesn't make a difference. We shouldn't forget the contribution from greats like Igor and Kalyan these great times. Yes. Only Indian coach can change a national team. They should be given chance. Now forget a foreign coach. Even Pep can't solve this. We need Indian headed coach for Indian players. No, we don't. And this is tech with where I say anybody who says this, that is to me the end of a conversation nowadays. You know why? Because our Indian coaches are the problem. These players have been produced by Indian coaches. And some of the foreign coaches, we have improved them to a little of a better level. We see that in the women's team as well. Indian coaches systematically have destroyed the Indian women's team in the last 2-3 years. With Thomas Dennerby built. We lost 6-1 against Brazil, but we were proud. Manisha Kalyan scored the best goal in that game. But do you think that now we would lose double digits to Brazil? Anwar looks somewhat good. Anwar did some great interception as a collector. See, and then we're out. If you are Thekcham and Anwar and Apuya are your best players, where Anwar is the problem because Sandesh Jingan is being exposed because of him, and Abhishek Thekcham is not ready for this level. Sorry, Simon. Don't agree on it. Apuya, yes. Rest, rubbish. British or Germany match. Abhijit, let Germany win. Let's thrash Portugal again. Save my day at least. I'm done with operational structure. That structure. My day dream when these things will not happen. Yeah. We played the worst football today after that home Afghanistan defeat match. Shumullo, Afghanistan was better than this. The result against Afghanistan hurts, but it wasn't as bad as this because today it was dead. We had some phase towards the end of the first half, but otherwise, because Thailand also allowed us. Let's be honest about it. It's not because India was so good, because Thailand allowed us. Do you think it's better to invest in Shillong, Lajong, and Aizawl with the academies and quality support rather than no? Mashwar, how many players from Shillong have really come to the top level of Indian football? Yujit Singh Lindo, right? And the Mizo top talent that we have has not been developed in Mizoram, no? It's been developed either by the AIFF or in other parts of India. Changte is a product of DSK Shivaji. So that is also a reality which we should remember. Winner Pradhan Mantri OCI player Yoshina. Yeah. Why does Manolo keep giving so many debuts? Good question. Ask him. I don't know. As much as I backed Vishal, I have to say he isn't national team material, or maybe the system and defense line doesn't help. Simon, he's not national team material. And I've said this. And I will continue to say this. Nothing personal against any of the players. But if a player to me is not national team level player, I will say he's not national team level player. But if I think that someone is national team player, even if he makes mistakes, I will say that. Why I don't see any happiness in my team's victory as a proud Thai supporter, we're going to AFC. Okay. How come we're losing and Brandon comes for 85 million? What's going on with Manolo? What's his time? Shumolo, that's a good question. I don't know what Manolo's trying to do. Honestly, I don't know. It's a problem. It's a problem that the way this team is set up and we don't have a solution. What's it with Ingo always trying players out of position, which doesn't make sense? Yeah, good question. I don't know. World Cup qualifier versus Vietnam and Junta and meet the newest Rodrigo Ronaldo forward. Okay, Rushwa. Can Pep change it? Zidane, Pep would try something at least. This team, there is something missing. There is always something missing. Debu just came in. This is by far the worst gameplay I have been seen since that Afghanistan in this match showed us how constant I was right. Yeah. I don't need gameplay. Listen, when we talk about gameplay, we've already lost the plot. This team and gameplay is not stick to the... Manolo today decided to say, you know what? Let me go to a 4-4-2. Manolo has given up his 4-2-3-1 for this and try to play something. And this is the problem of this team. We have a quality problem. And even bigger, it is our mentality problem. You know, Indian coaches is certificate coaches was no more than football. Yeah, sad to say. We drawed with Iraq and now this. Listen, we drew Iraq in a friendly, and that is also over exaggeration. Look at Iraq in that friendly and look at Iraq a few months later in the AFC Asian Cup. Those were two teams. So don't get carried away when we do well. But today, this was again a reality check. Thailand, to me, didn't play its full capacities in this game. That is worrying. We're lucky today that Thailand didn't score more than 4 goals, and we played very casual. It looks like they're just playing one of their local teams. Short, yeah, Shumula, exactly what I was saying. I think we kind of wasted our time by inviting a cricket team in a great Bangkok. So, Abhijit, another Manoj should leave India coaching as he would go for Irish in midfield, no presence of like Brandon or Mahesh. Yeah, I've said this when Manolo was signed. I need someone with international coaching experience to come in to understand. To me, Manolo has lost the plot because he's looking at it as like a club coach. And those players, you have to understand, a lot of these players look better at the ISL level because they have a foreigner next to them who actually covers for their mistakes. Sandesh is as good because he's got Uday over it. If Sandesh today is covering for an Anwar, then I think I missed Alberto today. Without him, Keith would have destroyed everything. Yeah. With this result, I'm really worried about away games in the Asian Cup qualifiers. Hong Kong, Malaysia are going to be very, very tough. We are seriously done for. Simon, yeah, it's a worrying sign, and I don't know. This was, as I said yesterday, I hoped against hope that we would do better, but no. Yeah, So yeah, Ona, please explain to me. Did Manu smoke to play Ashik in striker position? Debu, and then you guys as fans ask questions when I say, you know what? Ashik was actually one of the better decisions. You then question, some of you are telling me, oh, this player played well, that player well. And then those players were disasters. And then you're telling me, one or two decisions which you're right, which you then say are wrong. What do you want me to say? Not lose my mind and then say, listen, forget it. Ashik was one of the best decisions that he made because Ashik at least tried. Yeah. For the second goal, I would blame Ashish more than Keith. Doesn't matter who to blame, but you have to someone to blame. Our qualification is a very Simon. Our qualification was always at a risk given our standard of football at this moment in time. Yeah. Why Manolo give chance to Manbir? Ask him. I don't know. Nothing good happening in Indian football and men's. Yeah, sort of. That's the reality, right? I know you want to be positive, but the reality is at the moment we're a disaster. Now, with either me or you're going to be more sad tonight. I'm on Portugal, and Germany, of course. Ashwar, yeah, Germany has to bail me out once more. Haven't followed Hong Kong national performance lately. What's your view of the next match? Monok, we will have to see if we are of the level of Man United or better. Where are we so bad? Akshata, I don't know. Very, very disappointing. Bring back Stephen Constant. He's leaving Pakistan this month, probably. Who says he's leaving? Pakistan now finally have a federation. This is the 102nd team. The regulars are absent, says it done. I don't think we'll win against Hong Kong qualifier. Let's say Rushwa. What a salary hike for Indian Blue Tigers. Yes, Savajit. Do you have a coach favorite at the moment? No, Zidane, I don't. No. India will finish third in table this Asian Cup. Zidane, I don't even care where we finish at this moment in time. Either we finish first or we don't. If we finish first, I'm fine. Everything else, second, third, fourth, doesn't matter. Sam says, Akshata, good to have you in the chat. Ma'am, keep up your good work. Yes, Akshata does a lot of good work, so keep it up. Looks like Asian Cup dream is also over. Monarch,
the danger is there. Manolo should resign. He's a good man. Hannibal, he's going to be there for Hong Kong. And I think at the moment, to me, what I've heard and what I'm hearing, uh, um, he will not be the coach of India post the Hong Kong game. Ashik served on a plate to Changte and he missed not trolling Changte but answering what Ashik. Yes, very true, Vashvar. I'm not saying Ashik is bad, bro. I'm a great admirer of him. I'm saying why did he play him striker? He's a monster in wings. No, Devu, this is something which Steven also did in the past because he was giving them the legs. So therefore, as a backup, as a 10, as an 8, I thought Ashik is good and falls 9. Someone made his mind up about staying or leaving there. Simon, as far as I know, is leaving after the Hong Kong game. Manolo he's not resigning. Zidane is going to leave. Hong Kong playing against me. Yes, they did Rushwa last week. Don't take things too personally now. I fear your BP going to shoot through the roof. PS, BP is blood pressure, not British petrol. I'm fine. Sometimes you have to, you know. Yesterday I said, I'm not too bothered or worried, but at the end of the day, I am. Right? I feel for Indian football. I've done my bits. I've seen some of these boys at a young age, and yeah. So, आपको which coach best है? I'm not going to say who's the best coach here publicly or something. I have few people on my mind who I think would be good, but again, the question is, what's the AIFF going to do? For second goal, culprit was Manuel. There are a lot of culprits in there. So I just watched the game now. I'm thinking Manuel is worse than Igor. No, he's not. He's taken over a broken and a fallen team. Um, you know, yeah. National team camp practice didn't work in match. No, on the stampede during a series victories in Bangalore, BCCI Vice President Congress MP Rashid says this can happen and stay in the ruling party should not be blamed for it. Do Indian politics deflection. Much tried to do what Constant did night with Ashik with Thailand and UAE, but he failed to copy with the whole gameplay. Where is one or not everyone is constant. The problem is not the gameplay. The problem is the players. For that gameplay against Thailand, there was a JJ in there. There was a Udanta in there. Um, Different team. The way every country has included the origin players, we will become a Bhutan or a Maldives of Asia. Hannibal, the danger is there. Just imagine what happened if they played, yeah, um, Chanatip Song Krasin, yeah. Bring in Shinte Yong in Indian football. Zidane, he is not going to come to India. Football just dream or just drama? Dream and drama. Malaysia has given passport to foreign players today. Hannibal, they're doing more and more. Let's not waste money in football. FMS को players को get भेज दो ऐसे बंद कर दो और बोलो बन सपना है फिर but yeah actually this thanks around text ups. Okay, so basically we will not play any major tournament under 31 if we are lucky. Yeah, could be a situation. It is good for everyone that ISL be closed and let players earn themselves as they want, says Anand. Okay, nepotism the main curse of uniform. What coach can do? No way nepotism comes in. I say because too much first destroyed him, then suggested Manolo. Yeah, Dark Knight could be. Then he should have played a set playmaker like Mahesh or Brandon if Ashik becomes an inverted right winger who was there today in that position. Manolo in midfield today. We don't have that many attacking positions. Where are you getting an inverted right winger? Who's going to be on the right wing then? Are we playing I don't know, a 3-5-2 or something, or a 3-6-1 or something, or a 3-2-4? I don't know. It's like Amorin took over the Indian national team. Okay. Coaches change Thailand football. Coaches change. There are many coaches who can do that. Says Siddhan. Miniatures India would have been a game to look for. Yeah, most probably. If Manolo steps down, are we going to appoint an Indian coach or foreign, or what do you prefer? Indian foreign? Foreign. Whether Indian coach would be a step back because none of the Indian coaches have the quality, in my opinion, to be Indian national team coach. Very, very honest and very, very clear opinion of mine. If people like it or not, but that's my opinion. And we have a problem. We have a problem. And yeah. Bye, no football to the next qualifiers. Let's see. I'm not rooting. It's gonna qualify. I guess as a gameplay. It's not. Those giants who want to sleep, let them sleep. Okay, Angry Birds. If Mano leaves, AIFF will appoint shitty and coach due to lack of money. Says Hannibal. Man United Academy will thrash us 5-0. Yeah, maybe, but most probably we would draw the first team now. I was listening to this. The less said, the better they will. Um, I think we lost as there was Ash Chetri and Ashish Rai. Satyam, it's not on two players. Most of the team didn't perform. So do have a budget appoint a new coach. Rida AFF has nothing at the moment. It has no leadership. It has no money. It has no organization. I mean, uh, I look back at some of the videos that I've made in the last few days, and then you could. I mean, I asked yesterday the question, will we have an ISL season? You know, today I was more excited about the games of Brown Ballers FC in the TST 7v7 versus West Ham United. They just lost 3-1, but I was more excited. I was actually watching more of that in the second half than I was watching the Thailand India game, and that is something which is disturbing to me, right? So these are things. It's which is very very. I don't know where we're going to go with this, right? So therefore, for me, yeah, we'll have to see what we have. What was worse, Manvir or Liston? I think Liston. Indian football is so blackpilling, no hope at this point. Only chances coming along was set players. If that's your hope, this is a hope that I have. I've worked on it. I still will work on it. Um, Chetri with or without doesn't change the fact that we are simply bad at finishing. Yeah, but Sunil needs to be great given that opportunities, right? If a striker is not fed, let's say at BFC he has Ryan Williams who's feeding him, and that's why Sunil is scoring that many goals. Now, Sunil is not, if Sunil gets two chances or one chance a game, the stats will not be 100% or 50%. One thing I say, and Liston is one of the worst players. I can say we need a youngster chance. So David, someone now can thrown out, and Manvir also. And Satyam, this shows you, I've said this to others as well, the lack of, and the ignorance of understanding. If you're going to say that Suhail and David should be playing, who should be nowhere near a national team, right? Sorry, doesn't work. How was Rahul KP in TST? Okay, didn't play it at the start, didn't feature too much towards the end when it got tough, and the Brown Ballers actually went 1-0 ahead. But yeah, it was okay. We lost. We could play the game against Thailand. We would have not have lost if we had played the game. We didn't have played the game. Nice, but best performance from Million Liston. Yeah. Coach is not problem. Our players, AIFF system is the problem. After the election, we have the AIFF nobody will take responsibility going forward. What do you think? No. I'm saying no. Why? Because the coach is also part of the problem. You know. A new body, do you think will change things? If the right people are not voted in power, if the right people are not brought in, they'll make it even worse. Manvir played imposter, Liston played his supporter, says Washwa, nice one. Why we have Manvir and Liston in a team, they're just discussing the quota system, something is this. And this BS, it's BS, right? Quota system for him, FC Goa ka quota system, Mohun Bagan quota system, this quota system, right? You guys know all the things, you know all the problems, congratulations to all of you, right? And you don't understand the damn thing, sometimes what I say, guys. And yeah, shame the people like you and efforts you're putting to an end like this, generally feeling sad for you. Thanks, Simon. I mean, I will try, you know, so Sohail should play for U23. Exactly. We should not have even traveled with this. If Sohail Bhatt is supposed to be in a team, he should be in the under 23s and be part of that team. So TST is an international Cape tournament. Hannibal, just look at the pitch. Look at who are playing. Look at what legends are playing that. And then you see what is Cape. Cape is like, yeah. It's comparing Indian football with world football. Cape is the Indian level and the World Cup is that level. They call it the World Championship of 7v7. They're playing on natural. Just look at the turf. Look at the branding. Look at the temporary stands that they've put up. Look at the whole system. Manol has a quota system. Ego never played listed in much match, but no, a quota system. He got listed in one and physical weaker player like Avish and Ashray was defender team. Satyam, I know you have certain opinions. You love to say certain things, and you know the things that you know, but you have no clue. Sorry, again, as I said to other people who say these things, if you want to talk about quota system, it doesn't. Manolo thinks that these players will deliver for him. That's why he picks him. I would not pick them, but that's him, right? Do you think officially we're the third best South side, or do you see there's still hope? Arijit, let's see the next South Championships will decide it. We're still defending champions. So yeah, on paper, India are still the champions of the South region. Why? Because this year there is no South tournament. So good luck for us. Yeah, just like why you rate Liston so low. Not saying he's good, but I want to know what he's lacking. Debu, he's a typical Indian winger. He has some bit of talent, but um, there is a lack, right? There is a lack of something. And what is that something? That's the lack of quality. Listen, go through the list of all our wingers, right? Go through the complete list. And I will tell you at this moment in time, even though he missed a one-on-one today, Changte is our best winger. But is he good enough at this level? Struggling, right? But the rest is worse. Liston, Manveer, who you want to add? You want to talk about those young ones? That's one could have scored more, but two was organized. South is improving. Okay, Arijit. I always see we have a system which have generally worst final third finishing players. As this missed a goal where he should to chip it done straight shot. If we'd have him and where I'm gone. Satyam, yeah. Again, all of us know what to do better. That's basically a more professional, is very well organized Cape football we played in when they played a football pitch of the highest order. Simon, 7v7, even the Ballers League or the Icon League or all these leagues which are happening in Europe, Cape is this is what to say. We lost Shivasakti, Gurkirat, Pandit, and many more in that forward position today. Yeah, but none of these players are. Shivashakti was pathetic. Gurkirat didn't even play, and where was Ishan last season? None of the players are there. Thanks. Liston is rated low because he deserves not to play professional football. Simple as angry words. What just happened? I was doing. Oh, Pranjal, lucky. His decision making is horrendous. Yeah, they will. I was Ramasetti with of supporters abuse, but at least, and he deserves. He's given an amazing assist to worst players. Somebody missed it. This never can. Blah blah blah. I think unless Indian players go abroad, things won't change. Also, how long will it take for Osai to play for India? Who's going to take Indian players? If anyone was thinking of taking Indian players and watched us play today, I think nobody will take Indian players. Right? That's also reality, no? India cannot play in good turf. They're all outpace and opposition sense. Yeah. Rahul Baker was doing really good for national team and Moro should have used him instead of Anwar. Very true. And Chankti decided to direct backing for this. He would have buried that chance if he had trained there once. Simon, yeah. There's someone who's involved in the whole Viking thing. Yeah, said we didn't go in 2019, right? Why not have Bob Houghton again? Because originally Bob is very, very old and Bob doesn't coach anymore. Bangladesh will take Indian players. Yeah, that's the point, right? With this whole SAF rule, not qualifying for AS is going to dash our hopes of calling Osai because there's no future plan to go on. I don't think so. Arijit, I don't know. Nothing has changed. The situation today is the same as it was yesterday, a week ago, a month ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. The government, yeah. Today, Bhutan didn't play that bad against Bangladesh, lost only 2-0. Okay. Anand says it's better that ISL be close because these players don't deserve such amount of money and so arrogant. Yeah, but Anand, what system do we then have? Yeah? What system then? Yeah? When the wind blows, our Shatri falls down, says Shamul. I'm waiting for someone to say Thoi, Rohin, Shami in the Nimite, etc. national team. Yeah, that Bashwa, that's the problem. India should play aggressive counter-attacking football. Yeah. Please don't know what it. Angry Birds. I take an old example. Michael Chopra came to speak to Bob Houghton and watch the Indian national team. They lost 9-1 against Kuwait. And still Michael wanted to play for us. Chop still wanted to play for us. So these results is, back to I-League perhaps. The I-League is another shitty league. Is. Look at the whole mess the I-League is in. Do you think the AIFF can organize a league at this moment in time? You know what, and people say OCI will stop Indian growth, but once OCI players take up their national team sports, when they lose the luxury of getting call-ups, even after being talking about growth in football. They were very good point, because in my opinion, the opportunities that will arise out of this, yeah, we need OCI players, period. Remarkable. Now football is number one sport in Bangladesh, cricket is second. It's true. Yeah, it shows you what the level of overseas players influence. Just Hamza Chaudhary changed that, had that much of impact in Bangladesh. So is that really going to happen? I'm really to endure a non-football season 25 in India. Simon, I don't know. That's why I asked the question yesterday, will the ISL be played this season? And I try to answer that question because no planning is going on. The AIFF has put out a calendar. What? Nice. What? And the calendar already is a mess. Indonesia will qualify for World Cup. Your thoughts? But this will be their debut. They would be their debut. Let's see if they qualify or not. Have you seen Bangladesh match? No, I didn't. I was watching the India one. Then it's done and dusted. Yeah. Let's see, Anand. I think Indian football should take rest for one season. हम भी थोड़ा शांत रहे, सबको शांति मिले, ओम शांति से. Yeah, let's wait and see. Listen, guys, 2 hours and 53 minutes. I am done for the day. Really disappointed. Really disappointed what we see. This is just not good enough. And why new generation players are worse than previous generation? Dark Knight, because we are saying we've got more players in the system. We have more coaches. We have more this. We have more that. But the players' quality, and the question needs to be asked to the coaches, right? The coaches need to answer this. And we're very, very bad at this moment. Local players will lose that comfort zone also. It comes, I think it's better to see this way. And then if someone wants to play in the national team, they need to be better, and hence they will work hard. I hope so. Sir, take rest. You still have to energize yourself for the Germany game. Thank you. Simon, Germany game, Germany will do its job. Shanti says, yeah, towards the end. Sorry, I would have loved to do a watch along, which was a little bit more positive today. Wasn't to be. Very disappointed. If you like it, do it. Like it, share it. And again, 2,598 subscribers. Thank you very much. We're growing slowly. We need more people in this community. And therefore, for me, I think we all are disappointed. And yeah, let's see where we go. Once more, like, share, and subscribe. Arunfoot here on YouTube. Visit my social media, visit arunfoot.com, and I'll be back very, very soon with another Indian football discussion. But this today, Manolo and boys, just was not good enough. Thanks.